3, 2, 1. So, since we've been here from this evening, what we have been sitting playing around with for the 100th millionth time is top mounts. We're still trying to figure it out, but I think we're nearly there. Maybe, possibly, probably not. But we're, you know, it's looking better than it was.
I'd say we're halfway there.
Halfway there, if this is the right configuration.
Well, we've figured out a problem.
A problem.
We've addressed the problem.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see if there's still the other problem.
I'll put suspension back on and take it for a little test drive, see if it is actually all right with the hard top mounts. We've also put in a new drive shaft, new old drive shaft, one off the black and red car, which is over in the corner. I'm just about to cut down this small piece here, which is part of our solution, because the top mount would move because the suspension stud wasn't threaded all the way.
Yeah.
So you couldn't thread the inner top mount nut all the way down. So that will pack it out, essentially, act as like a thick washer, and then whack it together. So I'm going to cut this in half, and we should have 2, which will obviously serve for both. And then we are golden, I think, hopefully, maybe. We'll see.
I think I'm going to do a nice little sexy slow-mo of you chopping that.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Got to be seen to be being safe. Don't worry, I know where it went.
But that is, hopefully, our saving grace. So essentially, we finally figured it out. We've got the suspension in with the solid hard top mounts, and it's looking pretty good. The steering isn't too stiff. Seems pretty good now. We've managed to get it so it bites down properly as well, so that's good. Strengthening plates on top of the top mount meant that there was not too much play and slack in between the washer and the top side of the top mount underneath the chassis. So that's good. Exhaust is on. Oh, things are going pretty well, I think. We've got about...
Why? Why did you say that?
Yeah. So I have bought some kits. Does alignment. Should work, hopefully. Should be fine. And we've got a nice fresh air filter, as you can see. Nice blue one again. Nice and clean. Ooh. I heard a horror story today. Someone I know bought an air filter, took it out of the box, took it out of the bag, put it onto his car, drove down the road, and the thing just died over an air filter change. There was a bag inside it, got sucked straight into the inlet, and unfortunately didn't go any further, but it could have been a lot worse.
That's lucky.
Yes. So, there's not one in there.
No.
Thank God.
Nothing in there that's going to fall out.
Double, triple check. Get the audience to check for me. Comment down below if you can see anything. Hopefully not. That was horror story over, but yeah, scary things. So you'll probably catch up and see me doing some fluids.
And some alignment as well. Figuring out how to use that.
It'd be nice to be a bit more precise with it.
Hey,
I'm not
springs
saying it
are
wasn't.
precise.
Yeah, but not that precise. Not laser.
Hey.
Laser.
Yeah, no.
Hold
you
on.
say,
Hold
right,
on.
Let's have this argument. You say laser precise.
Laser accurate check.
Yeah. Look at...
What is in there?
That's not the most precise gauge in the world, Ted.
Why?
Because it's, look at the gaps. If you're like a third of the way through one of those lines, or in those gaps, you're like, what is it? I say, the good old, where is it? Where's my stick of measuring? Where is my stick of measuring?
You could tape your stick of measuring to this.
Potentially.
For more ultimate precision, you get laser and stick of measures. It even measures it in minutes.
Many minutes is how long it's going to take us to figure out how to use this.
Yes, but that is pretty much the conclusion. I suppose we will catch up with you when we are doing something else. Whee! It's all go around here. We have started destroying the Silver C2. We started by getting the windows out. As you can see, there's glass everywhere. We put tarpaulin down, try and gather it back up. But there is a reason this is already here. But what we're doing today essentially is trying to get this cage out. The way we can keep it intact is by cutting the roof off, and then we can actually get the cage out as it is and then turn it into a bolt-in cage rather than a welding. We don't know how long it's going to take. I've never done this before. I have not got a clue on how to do it, but that's the aim of today. Yeah, we started strong. We've got glass everywhere, but we are going to do it. We're going to crack on with that, start cutting pieces and see what comes off. on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pull.
Drop your end,
So, we're trying to drain the fuel. Hit her, baby. The roof is off. It was actually a lot quicker and easier than I thought, but the harder part of it was actually trying to get the roll cage off. We have started to cut around the roll cage in bits. That one's pretty much free. This one still needs doing, but it's these ones down in here behind the seats, like the front seat, that are proving to be quite difficult. We've started peeling the car back, trying to get it open to see if we can get the grinder or the Dremel or the recip, anything down in there to cut it. But as you can see here, we've opened it right up, but you've got chassis rails here, which are thick, hard steel, which is quite hard to cut through at the best of times, let alone when you're trying to get in at funny angles with the cutters. So that's proving not to be super easy, but we are going to figure it out eventually, I think. It's just time consuming and difficult. Cage itself seems pretty solid, seems sturdy. I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully somebody's happy enough to take it, cut it up and turn it into a bolt-in cage, or weld it into a car for us. Either or, I'm not fussy, whatever works. But as long as it gets us past the Motorsport UK regulations, then we're golden. That's all that matters. It's quite a sight to see, such a, you know, now this I am very, very happy about. I've been waiting a very long time, and I actually managed to delegate it and leave it long enough so someone else done it, because I really couldn't be asked to paint that roll cage. As you might have noticed, it's been blue since the start, before we had the wrap and before we kind of converted over to purple, back when the car was black and blue. It's now grey, and I think that looks miles better. I'm actually really, really happy with how it looks. You look through the windows and it doesn't just look like such an eyesore like it did. Courtesy of my dad and my brother taking a day to paint it while I was at work, and they've done an amazing job. It looks spot on. And it haven't got paint everywhere like I would have. At the moment, we're skimming this door out. This is another door for that black car. All of the bits that we're doing with the silver car, obviously getting the roll cage out, is for that black car. Skimming these doors down for the black car. I'm hoping to build it from start to finish, a much better build quality. I'm gonna do it all myself and not buy it sort of semi-finished like I did with this one. And use a bit more finesse and all the lessons that I've learned since starting, to make that, you know, my best example of a Citroen C2 in the production series of the British Rallycross. That's the plan. I've stripped it right out if you'd like to come look. As you can see, it is really, you know, near enough back to the bare shell. We've got quite a lot of the wires out, but we've still got the inside of the car loom still in here. Apart from the bits that I know I can strip out and not affect the canvas or anything like that, the car will still start. And we stripped most of the stuff going to the back, apart from these, where I know one of them's the brake lights and cable, and I think it's this pink one, but I'm not certain. Got my friend Barney, who's an auto electrician. He's going to do the inner car loom, so I'm leaving it there so he can still see it intact before I butcher it and he asks me where things go, and I won't be able to remember. This means I can strip this shell out to be a little bit lighter than that one, I think. I think with that roll cage being a less heavy duty roll cage, which will make the car lighter, as well as me doing a real full strip out, everything we don't need, even down to the silliest things like these clips. You know, it might only weigh a gram or two, but they add up eventually. And I want to make sure that I've done everything I can to make this car as light as possible within the rules. I'm really excited to build this car from scratch. I want to start putting it back together now, but I can't until I've got that cage out. The drift car is sitting idle at least for another couple of weeks. I won't be going out in it, but I think this weekend after next, my brother and Reese are going to be taking it drifting back to Manston Airfield. They'll be taking it back out on a drift day. Fortunately, I can't make it because I'm doing something very exciting, which you guys will see soon. And I will show you that eventually. I imagine probably after the round at Lyddon, I will elaborate on what this exciting new thing I might be doing is. So that's pretty much where we're up to. We're getting close now. It's today's Monday, and we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So we've got about 5 days, working days, until we're back out and racing at probably my favourite event of the year, being the home event, my favourite circuit, and I just can't wait to get back out there. So fantastic. I will see you guys in the next video.